So this is an application developed on Base 44, which is an agentic platform, which is basically no code but building apps based on prompts. And I want to improve it. So basically, this app lets you plan and manage a gift completely for whoever, a friend or a parent or something like this. This is the main page or the dashboard where you have the different events and kind of the overview with the calendar and the summary. And for each of these events, you can then see the details, you can plan different things. On one side, you have your profile, where you can put basically who you are and your address and information and so on, and also kind of decide a little bit of preferences like the language and if you want notifications and so on. This is not found, that's okay, probably not configured yet. Now we can go through the creation of a gift event, or first maybe I show you just a normal event that I already created, and then we can create the new one. So here is a card that says, for example, the name, but now we will see all the details. So as you can see, this is the detail page. You have basically a header where you have kind of some of the information about the event itself. This is all editable. So you see we have this panel on the right where you can put kind of the name, what is it, a birthday, when is it coming, and if you want to do it only on small businesses or established brands. Then you have the recipient itself. Cesare, for example, is a friend, is 45, married, does marketing. We have some interest that I added and some personality traits, plus I left a few notes, budget and location, so Berlin in Germany, search radius is national, and then I could even put images, and then it would basically automatically analyze it and find different traits or context to add to the search basically. So all of this information is processed by the LLM to basically identify first the gift recommendations, then also to look into planning services like cake, flowers, restaurants, and so on, but also to look, for example, at packaging a message that is not fully configured, and then it creates basically a summary of all the choices. So when I'm in the gift recommendation, what I can do is see I have a kind of a little bit of a bar to perform some operations like searching or filtering by price, by category, and so on. And I have these two buttons that basically refresh. This is refreshes the search of the LLM to find new proposals, while instead the more ideas basically generates a few new ideas on top of the ones that were already existing. So you will see now them appearing with a new card and a dot at the top. Exactly, here it is, the 5 that were generated now. Now for each of these activity, what the user can do is that they can basically go inside, for example, vintage record player, and when you click, this has another search. This is all LLM based with a series of prompts, and this basically finds you different places where you can buy it. For example, like this Saturn or whatever, and so on, where you could, for example, buy this record player, or different other things. You have features, you have some of the reviews. I mean, ideally for me, I would like to do some extensions here, but I will explain you later how to do it. Then after this, you basically you can select ideas. This will be added to the gifts, or you can say that this is one that you like and the search algorithm will remember. This is a dislike, so something that you don't think it matches, and this is if it's repetitive. The icon is not perfect, but that's what it is. When you are inside, then you can go to the planning services, where you, for example, say, okay, I would like to go to a restaurant. I would like to go, for example, to a Peruvian fancy. Oops. Fancy. Exactly. Then you get recommendations, and the LLM will do as always. We'll take some of the context, look at the specific requirements, and then propose a few options. For example, celebrated miso, culinary delights at Tiradito, and you basically then would find Tiradito plus Berlin. In this case, it doesn't exist, so the LLM imagined something, which is something very common in this application, and it's something that we will need to correct together. And this is the same, for example, like flowers. I would say, for example, I don't want to put anything about flowers. I just want to see flowers, and all these prices are kind of generally an estimate of the LLM. Very often it's hallucinating completely, but I think it's fine. Here, for example, you have different websites. Let's say, well, that's maybe didn't work, but maybe we can try. Okay, this one was not found. I mean, theoretically, Flurop should work exactly because this is a real website. But you see, some cases hallucinating, some cases it's taking weird stuff that doesn't work. Also, some of the things on the map are not perfect. But it's still, it's still kind of the idea would be that all of these things then can be added basically to the gift, and they are added here in this case. Exactly, selected services. Now it's here, and now if I go to the summary, I can see it right now. In this case, something happened and it didn't work on the summary here on the left, but then I have basically all my things, and I could share the gift plan with the different people by email, social, or simply copy it to send it. But what I will want to do is to actually open it and make it a little bit bigger in terms of inviting people. We will need to tailor a little bit better the search for the different categories. We will probably need to come up with different categories. We need to be a little bit more kind of aligned in terms of the experience between one and the other. Even if it's not too bad, I can cancel services from here. They are also cancelled usually from the summary, or at least they should. Now maybe I refresh to see what happens if I do. Exactly, see, now they're all refreshed and taken away. So it's sometimes gets a bit like this, and then we have this reset button that resets everything so that you can start from scratch. Now in the dashboard, something I wanted to show you is the creation of a gift event. Now you have, before I chose a profile, but theoretically you can create a new profile. This goes similarly to the things that we have seen before. So you can say, for example, test, relationship, family, age 34, interests, music. Then you say creative, is practical, you say profile. You could upload the images, and this would trigger the LLM to basically analyze things. So for example, maybe I could take a couple of examples here from the gallery. Let's see what I have, if I have something useful to show. Probably not, it doesn't matter. Then we're gonna go to the recipient details. You see, for example, this is very similar to the first that we have done, so it makes actually no sense to have this second page. Then you put the event details, say B-Day, for example, occasion, it's a birthday, pick a date, I don't know, turn in April, say only established brand, next, minimum budget, Berlin, Germany, only local, I don't know, $500, and here is it. Exactly, and somehow I can't even create the event. Oh, because I didn't put Germany. Exactly. And now I can create the event, and this is gonna create a new one. You see, like I showed you before. Now back to the dashboard. For me, it would be very easy to say, okay, I created this one. It was a mistake. I'm just gonna kill it, delete, bye. That's it. This is the demo of the event. The app. I just wanted to show you. You see, sometimes things don't refresh until you refresh. Now, if I do it, it should kill the birthday. Otherwise, probably it's exactly. So this is a bug, for example. But in general, this is the application. I just wanted to give you the full reference so that then we can work together in the next step of the building.